Let me over here. I done over here ate some shit. I'm like, let me check my teeth real quick before I go on live real quick. First and foremost, if by chance, and catch me, if by chance you want a personal reading, link in the bio down below. If you are on TikTok, it's above. So, without further ado, let's get into these messages. And the reason why is because I gotta talk to y'all. I feel like a lot of y'all is ending cycles right now. A lot of you guys is sitting over here going through the motions, and y'all are ending shit, y'all are purging shit out. Y'all are getting rid of the things that y'all need to get rid of. And to be honest, I just want to say I'm proud of you. I really want to take the time to let you know that I'm so motherfucking proud of you, that you are getting rid of the people that no longer serve you. I am proud of you that you are sitting over here making moves in the right direction. I am proud that you is not answering the phone call to that motherfucker that keep blowing your shit up. I am proud that you are sitting over here, guess what, in the gym heavy. I'm proud that you sitting over here, even if you going through your little depression, I'm proud that you woke your ass up and you decided to get dressed today. I am proud. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud and catch me. Aaliyah said felt the urge to automatically join. On point, yeah. How you doing, Kelly? See, I want you to understand something. I'm so proud of all of y'all up in this bitch. Ali, we talking. I'm so proud of all of y'all. And the reason why is because y'all didn't settle. I'm proud that y'all didn't settle for what y'all could have settled for. See, I'm proud that you guys didn't give up on yourself. See, I'm proud that y'all sat over here and actually decided to wake up today. I am proud of y'all. I'm proud that you put an energy into yourself now. I'm glad. I'm so glad that y'all finally decided to fucking live. Let's talk really quickly. See, I had to come on here and I had to come and talk to y'all real quick. And I want y'all to understand something. How you doing, Kevion? A lot of y'all allow other people to come up into your energy to try to tell you how the fuck to feel. Khadijah. Thank you. Hi, Ray. Hi, Billionaire. Hi, Blue. All my family members is up in this bitch today. Okay, I see how we coming today. Y'all, I just want to sit over here and say I'm so thankful for all y'all that always come back to the lives, because we talking. Now let's talk real quick. I want y'all to understand something. Because you left that toxic motherfucker alone, guess what? Now you got a new person. How you doing, Diamond? Now you got somebody new coming up into your energy. See, I want you to understand something. A lot of y'all was heartbroken for leaving that person alone. A lot of y'all was upset. A lot of y'all was sitting over here like, yo, big dog, over here calling God like, is you sure I gotta ghost this person? Is you sure that this person ain't the one for me because he feel like he the one for me type shit? And to my masculines, you already know, flip the shit. But y'all finally y'all coming into divine, and catch me. Y'all are about to come into y'all people. See, y'all ain't ready though. And I feel like God wanted me to get on live and talk to y'all real quick, okay? Elliot said, God, give me a different sign. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't understand the severity of this quote that I'm about to tell y'all until it happened to me. And the quote is, it don't matter what pathway that your ass decides to take, you're still going to get to end goal. Hear me, y'all. It don't matter what fucking pathway you're going to take, you're going to get to end goal. See, I want you to understand something. See, God automatically has a person, place, thing, a job that he wants you to be at, a career he wants you to be at, a person he wants you to be with. You're going to get with that person. You're going to get that job. You're going to get to that point where you're happy and joyful. You're going to get there. But you have a choice on how the fuck you get there. Like, you get to choose, and it's really not how you get there. It's really the pathway that you want to take. And I want you to understand something. How you be doing, B? I miss you too, babes. I want you to understand something. You don't have a choice on how you get there, but you have a choice on which path you take in order to get there. But no matter who you place into your life, no matter what career you decide, no matter what it is that you decide for your life, end goal is always, you're always going to be where you need to fucking be. Even if you fuck around and you end up in a pointless ass relationship, and catch me, y'all. Even if you end up in a pointless ass relationship, that pointless ass relationship was not for nothing. It was to teach you, okay, I really don't really fuck with this shit. Let me move on type shit. I need to talk to y'all real quick because I feel like God is just like, a lot of y'all haven't realized that everything that y'all are going through is what's preparing y'all for the end. A lot of the shit that y'all are sitting over here going through right now, y'all not realizing that, listen, it's just, you got to be grateful for the shit that you're going through now in order to prepare you for your future type shit. But the point of the matter is right now it seems like you down in the gutter right now. It seems like your finances is lacking right now. It seems like, listen, these motherfuckers ain't doing it for me. A lot of y'all don't even want to date because the dating scene is what? Trash. But the point of the matter is it's only trash because you have yet to evolve yourself in order to change the people that it is that you're attracting. See, I wanna talk to y'all really quickly, and I want y'all to understand something. If you want love, you can get love. If you want to fucking figure out what the fuck your career is gonna be, you could do that. If you want to figure out where you want to be at spiritually, you could do that. But you have to ask. You have to sit over here and put forth the effort for we on time. You have to put forth the effort into you actually wanting to do that shit, wanting to see your person in order for you to, and catch me, y'all. Like, y'all gotta put forth the necessary effort, or at least speak the shit out loud. Like, yo, God, I really want my person. God, I really want my dream job. I really want to work for myself. I really want to sit over here and move in this direction. Can you guide me into this direction? Can you bring in the people that I need in order to, and catch me? Yeah, Ray, you can cash out me for a session. Just, Ray, I'll say DM me. I want you to understand something. When you show up and you tell God, like, yo, big dog, listen, I don't know what end goal is. Like, I don't know what you have for me. But listen, this is what I want to put in the works type shit. Then guess what? Then it'll be produced. But I want y'all to understand something. A lot of you guys is hurt. A lot of y'all have been betrayed. A lot of y'all have been cheated on. A lot of y'all have sat over here and given up on love. A lot of y'all have given up on yourself. A lot of y'all have given up on your family. Some of y'all got kids. Y'all done gave up on your kids. You just like, fuck these kids. But I want you to understand something. It's time for us to get back to where the fuck we need to be. It's time for us to get ourselves back. See, we can't worry about nobody else. We can't worry about the motherfuckers that hurt us. We can't worry about our parents. We can't worry about our kids. We cannot worry about our fucking dogs, our cats. We can't worry about nothing, especially if we're not right within. See, I want to talk to y'all really quickly, because depression can whoop your ass. It can whoop your ass. Being sad, being upset can whoop your ass. And I feel like a lot of y'all have got your ass whooped, to be honest. But I feel like now, y'all are watching me, because it's like God is like, okay, but now we're about to get up. See, God isn't over here saying like, dog, listen, I allowed you to get slapped around a little bit. Maybe somebody needs your ass. But the point of the matter is that we're getting up now. It's time for us to sit over here and evolve. It's time for us to sit over here and look for new opportunities. Because at first I was going to sit over here and say love interest, but I feel like God is sitting over here saying we got to focus on self in order for, and catch me, in order for us to sit over here and evolve. You said God will give it to you when you're ready, not when you want. There's a difference. B, you talking. Eric said depression 1, Eric 0. I felt that personally. See, I want you to understand something. A lot of y'all is going through shit, but it's not the end of shit. See, I want you to understand something. Even when you find happiness, you still gonna go through shit. You still gonna be tested. You still gonna sit over here and maybe have a partner that ain't loyal to you. You might sit over here and go through more shit when you get that more money that you asking for than what you're going through right now. But what I want y'all to understand is that that's why you gotta focus on right now. That's why you gotta focus it over here and get your shit together within. Because, and catch me, new levels is new challenges. More money, more problems. See, I want y'all to understand something. You are not in control of nothing that nobody does. Queen, you said it exactly perfectly. Don't get comfortable in certain seasons. See, I want you to understand something. We cannot control who a motherfucker or how a person is going to treat us. We can't control that. We can't control if somebody cheats on us. We can't control if they decide to wake up and be like, yo, I don't want to be with you no more. We cannot control how our kids turn out. We cannot control fucking even if we have kids. Because sometimes guys like, big dog, I'm gonna be funny, take your whole shit. You can't conceive type shit. Like, we can't control. Like, there's only a certain amount of shit that we can actually control from outside sources. How you doing, Renee? Aaliyah said, but also appreciate those seasons and moments. Exactly. Which leads me to my next point of is, well, before I go there, let me finish this one. Y'all gotta be fucking appreciative towards yourself and be in control of yourself. See, catch me. I said that you can't control nobody else, but you can control yourself. You can control your emotional outburst. You can control you going into manic fucking episodes when that depression be kicking your ass, or when you sit over here and your abandonment issues get triggered. See, you can control your emotions. You can control your heart. You can control the actions that you take. But the point of the matter is that you're so busy worried about what the next person is doing or how they're treating you or how they are causing you to feel. But in reality, you've given all these people too much fucking power. In reality, you done sat over here and gave these people all this energy. You done sat over here and said, man, you're making me mad. You making me sad. Nobody's making you anything. You're deciding to be upset about somebody how do I explain it? By an outside force. You're deciding to be upset by somebody else. Just like you could sit over here and catch me. Just like you could sit over here and you could decide like, yo, this shit ain't gonna fucking faze me. See, I want you to understand something. When you discover that and when you realize that nobody can dim your light, nobody can upset you, then guess what? That's when you get all the power back. See, a lot of people, and honestly, since we were born, we were projected onto us that we're supposed to care what other people think. Since we were born, we were sitting over here like people told us how we should be, how we shouldn't be, what we should care about versus what we shouldn't care about. Sometimes they didn't even say it. We just watched our parents go through shit and we just adapted it type shit. But I want y'all to understand something. We're adults now, right? We're grown, right? Yeah. So it's time for us to sit over here and take back our power from motherfuckers that hurt us, from people that sit over here and catch me, because the people that hurt us, sometimes we got to give them a little bit of fucking slack. How you doing, Adriana? Sometimes the people that hurt us, we got to give them a little bit of slack, because we got to sit over here and figure out at what point and what place where they at in order to get that reaction. I'm gonna give y'all an example. I was having a conversation with this fellow, and within that conversation, he had told me that, you know, the reason why him and his ex had broke up was because he had actually, like, they was living together, and he didn't walk in, but he had pulled up and he was in the parking lot, and the girl pulled up and she brought a man to their home. Now, mind you, he didn't catch her in the fucking act. But what he did tell me is that, you know, he spazzed the fuck out. Which rightfully so. But I want you to understand something. I asked him, I said, okay, it got to this point. Y'all was together for X amount of years type shit. Like, what caused her to do that? See, I want y'all to understand something. Sometimes we be asking the wrong questions. Like, because instantly when we're in a hurt place, y'all, rightfully so, we sit over here and we just be hurt. We be mad. We be like, you betrayed me. You cheated on me. You da-da-da-da-da. But in reality, when you take 2 steps back, you got to ask yourself, okay, but what caused this person to cheat on me? What caused this person to sit over here and view me as unworthy? What caused this person to sit over here like, was it me? Did I not show them emotions? Did I not, like, at some point you have to take accountability, because people just don't just jump and do shit. Now, What you can evaluate is that maybe that person wasn't grown enough. Maybe they had their own insecurity issues and they thought that you was off doing shit even though you was loyal. That's valid. But we have to figure that shit out, because if we don't figure out what was the source as to why they cheated on us, or if we don't figure out the source as to why they left us, then guess what? We're going to always keep in our mind that we was not worthy. We gonna always keep it in our mind that, listen, they left because I wasn't good enough. That they gonna, like, we're gonna like put that shit into our heart, and then it's gonna carry an insecurity into our next shit and into our next shit. So when I sit over here and I tell y'all that, like, yo, you got to sit over here and identify, like, okay, if a person left you, or even if you left a person, you got to identify what was the reason that caused this person to have this reaction towards you. I asked him that question and he didn't know. I said, I think you should figure it out. Because sometimes, y'all, we not perfect. Sometimes we have anger issues. Sometimes we be depressed. Sometimes we be negative Nancy's. Sometimes we be sitting over here. Sometimes we just don't be attracted to these people, so our sex be off type shit. Like, a lot of things can sit over here and trigger people to leave you, or for you to leave them type shit. Maybe the communication wasn't there. Maybe y'all started off talking and y'all was best friends, and then shit, 2 years in, you like, I can't stand this motherfucker. I don't even want to work shit out. Like, y'all start going tick for tack. Like, I feel like, yo, if y'all have been betrayed, I want y'all to heal from it, but the only way that you can heal from it is by you discovering what was the truth as to why they left you, or why you left them. Because I know, yo, for me and my ex, I left him, and at first I like to sit over here and say that it was communication. I like to sit over here and say, like, you know, the communication wasn't there. I felt like I was talking to a wall, which was true. He didn't know how to communicate his emotions. But I want y'all to understand something. It was deeper than that, though. And it took me years later in order for me to actually sit down and ask, like, okay, what was it that I was doing? Like, where did I mess up at, too? Which was, I was petty. I wanted to do the whole tick for tack shit. I wanted to sit over here and catch me, or I was just like, listen, if he's not going to sit over here and take out the trash, then guess what? I guess I'm not about to cook dinner. I didn't feel appreciated. You don't listen to me with the little shit. And granted, y'all, sometimes at that point in my life, I was very overly emotional. So I'm just like, if there was an issue, I'm always trying to solve the issue. I'm always trying to sit over here and talk about feelings. He wasn't on that. He was nonchalant. He was just like, yo, Charlie, go sit the fuck down type shit. He wasn't available to talk about feelings with me. See, I want y'all to understand something. There was a lot of different things that boiled up inside that relationship. But the point of the matter is that, y'all, I had to recognize that I wasn't being heard in that relationship, and that's what caused me to build up a resentment towards this person. See, I wasn't being heard in that relationship, and I felt like I was very much talking to a wall. So guess what that caused me to do? Build up my own fucking wall. Caused me to look outside of my relationship. Caused me to look at other fucking people and be like, well, shit, if he's not looking at me, if he's not trying to fuck me like I'm trying to fuck, then guess what? Then I'm gonna just go find somebody else. So I broke up with him and I went and found somebody else. Found a few people. That's when my whole phase started. But the point of the matter is that, y'all, I didn't recognize, one, that's not the right way to do it, because I wouldn't want that to be done upon me, which it has been, but karma is karma. But a lot of y'all gotta sit over here and realize, why are y'all leaving these people versus why are they leaving you? All right, let me answer some questions, because I know y'all asses is up in here. Please hold. You said, how people talk about you and treat you is a reflection of their own insecurities. And that's on what? That's on period. Aaliyah said, impulsive effects. Stoner said, so many hurt people in this world is heartbreaking. And I think that that's the biggest thing is that, like, yo, I feel like my mission is to heal people and, like, get their heart back type shit. Because it's just like, don't get me wrong, like, I done got my heart broken, like, real fucking bad before. But it's just like, and even, like, being disappointed by situationships and shit like that. But it's like, to be honest, it's like, we can't let that shit hold, like, we can't let that hold us back. Because if we sit over here and allow that shit to hold us back, then guess what? We just as bad as they are. Like, I feel like, to be honest, that person that hurt us prepares us for our next person. And it prepares us for our next person because I feel like God be testing our gangster. Like, yo, like, are you healed enough? Because I'm going to give you somebody that's just like your ex, but they're better. They're actually the person that I sent for you. They could sit over here and cook just like your ex. They could look just like your ex. They could sit over here and they can have certain things that trigger you just like your ex. But you have to keep in mind that they're not going to cheat on you like your ex cheated on you. They not gonna sit over here and abandon your feelings like your ex abandon your feelings type shit. Like, sometimes the people that be placed in your life before your actual person is brought into the place is teaching you, one, to value yourself, but it's also teaching your ass that, listen, your new person ain't perfect either. That motherfucker got issues too type shit. But it's like, you know how to actually talk it out versus y'all just avoiding shit. You know how to sit over here and fucking articulate some shit. Like, you learned how to establish and vocalize your emotions instead of just freaking out and spazzing out on motherfuckers. You actually learned that, listen, I do have seasonal depression, so during the fucking winter months, guess what? I know I need to go to like a lot of sunny places so I can make sure that I'm not taking it out on the relationship. I also realized that, listen, me and my mom, we don't got the best relationship, but guess what? We're rebuilding our relationship, and I understand that does not have to, and catch me, y'all, because I'm fucking channeling some masculine. Maybe me and my mom don't fucking got the best relationship, but I'm learning that I cannot take that off onto my next relationship. Maybe my dad wasn't there, but I'm learning that, listen, I actually like men that are there and not emotionally unavailable, okay? Y'all catch my drift. How you doing, Trill? How you doing, Webster? Adriana said, I needed this message right now. You said I love your mind. Thank you, Mr. Webster. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna have to take a stroll with me because right now I am like cooking some cabbage and trying to troll and talk to y'all really quickly. Oh shit, this shit is hot as hell. I want y'all to understand something though. A lot of the things that your asses want in life is within reach, including the fucking people. And that's motherfucking confirmation. Sorry, y'all. I have to mix this cabbage up real quick. I'm really bad at multitasking. I have learned that about myself. Let me put this shit on low. Okay, so I am making a cabbage soup. Gotta make my cabbage soup. Okay, let's talk. I want y'all to understand something. Hi, John. Hi, Shasha. Okay, let's talk real quick, though. This brings me to my next point. So, because I got to go back really quickly. So, sometimes, we be sitting over here going through old shit. We be going through, like, what is it called? Some of the people that we dealt with in our past is preparing us for our future, right? But sometimes when you get to this future person, you got to make sure that you don't get triggered. See, I think that is so funny because God will place a whole bunch of motherfuckers that really ain't even a part of the fucking purpose in fucking life. Like, see, I want you to understand something. God is fucking funny as fuck. Because God will sit over here intentionally be like, yeah, go out with that person. Yeah, you can sit over here and go have a good time with that person. You can go sit over here and entertain that person. You might see angel numbers and shit like that. Well, you said you're making some kimchi rice. That sounds good. I love me some kimchi. See, I want you to understand something. Sometimes God will sit over here and fucking he will put like have you go and I'm losing my train of thought. Come back, mine. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, sometimes he'll have your ass sit over here and go on a whole assignment. He'll over here say 222, 202. He'll give you all these fucking these numbers, and that still don't be your person. See, I want you to understand something. Sometimes you don't know your person until you know your person. And even if you think that person is your fucking person, that does not mean that that's your motherfucking person. And I think that that's the funny part. But I think y'all need to understand something. Like, to be honest, you ain't never gonna find your person unless you actually put yourself out there, though. That's the rule of thumb. The second rule of thumb is that y'all can't be afraid to love again. Y'all can't be like afraid to sit over here and go say, put me in a game, coach type shit. Like, y'all can't sit over here. Thank you, Kia. I want you to understand something. A lot of y'all gotta sit over here and understand that you have to put forth the effort if love is what you really want. But I want you to understand something. The closer you're getting, like, the way I view it is that if some shit don't work out, it's like I'm getting closer and closer to my person type shit. Because it's like, okay, I'm identifying that I don't like this shit, but guess what? I'm moving in this direction. I'm moving in this direction. And I feel like with each person I talk to, it's like, ooh, I'm getting closer. I said, listen, it's like playing the hot and cold game with motherfuckers and dating. That's how you have to treat dating right now. Because, like, especially if you really do want fucking love. Because it's just like, there's certain people that you have to go into their lives just because you might be assigned them. Not for forever. It could be just for the summer. It could be just for a fucking 2 dates type shit. But it's just like, it's for you to sit over here and be like, okay, God, am I getting warmer? Is this my person? And I feel like God will give you hot and cold ass signs if you fucking pay attention to it. But it's like sometimes y'all have to recognize that sometimes when that shit is all the way fucking cold, you need to cut that shit the fuck off. What does that mean, Charlie? I'm gonna explain it to you. If a motherfucker's not texting you back, then guess what? That's a cold ass reaction. If a motherfucker is sitting over here playing games on your phone, that's a cold ass reaction. If you want to go on dates and they not trying to do no date shit, they just trying to have some come over and chill dates type shit, that's cold. Like, you too cold type shit. Like, and I feel like within that, like, your person is going to want to rock how you rock. Your person is going to want to stay home if you want to stay home. Your person is going to want to go out if you want to go out. Your person is going to be a mirror reflection of you. So the more closer that you sit over here, like when you run into all these people that is not your people, that means, ooh, I'm one step closer to sitting over here finding my person. It's about perspective and perception, really. The next thing I'm going to sit over here and tell y'all is that, listen, while you're meeting these people that are not for you, you discover what qualities about them do I like. You discover what qualities about this person do I not fucking like. Like, what am I not going for? Like, what is a deal breaker for me? What is my moral? What's my line type shit? And it's like, okay, I'm going to bring this shit to the next relationship. I'm going to bring it to the next situation or the next date. Maybe I'm learning to sit over here. Some of y'all got to sit over here and teach yourself how to date again, because some of y'all have yet to learn how to really truly date, which is actually to have fun and be your true authentic self. Some of y'all, it's time for y'all to be your true authentic self, to be honest, within dating. And I think that that's the whole biggest thing is that y'all have yet to find somebody where you could feel safe enough to be themselves. See, I want you to understand something. A lot of people be like, you gotta settle for who you dating. You gotta settle. Like, it's like if you are big on looks, like, I feel like God is going to give you somebody that you are attracted to, but you gotta put that shit out into the world. Don't settle for no motherfucker that you're not attracted to. Don't settle for somebody that's sitting over here that you're not vibing with. Don't settle for nothing, because I'm gonna keep it all the way at being with you. Some of y'all parents settled. For whatever fucking reason, they settled. And look at how their marriage turned out, or how their relationship turned out. Some of them ain't even together to this day. And some of them are together, but guess what? They might not sit over here and even like each other. Or maybe they sit over here and they lucked out and they actually found their person, but it took some fucking work. See, I want y'all to understand something. Sometimes you have to look at people as temporary. Even if you want them to be your forever after person, sometimes you still have to view these people as temporary, because you don't know if they can get their ass up and walk out of your life. At any point, anybody can do that. You want to just find somebody that actually wants to stay in your fucking life. You want to sit over here and find somebody that sit over here and that chooses you when they could go choose 10 other motherfuckers. But they decide to be loyal to you. They loyalty, they heart is within you. But I also want you to understand that, listen, 10 years down the line, shit can change. We grow. And sometimes y'all grow together, or sometimes you grow apart. But the point of the matter is that sometimes you got to sit over here and still play the hot and cold game with your partner. Like, listen, is we going cold on it? Are we going to work to be together? Or are we going to work to go apart? But y'all got to be on the same page. See, I think that a lot of y'all think that y'all get into these relationships and y'all think that the work is over. Y'all think that y'all mastered. It's like y'all got these people. But in reality, that's when the real work starts. When you get into these relationships, it's not about you no more. You're learning how to not be selfish. You're learning how to put somebody else's needs like first, in a sense. Like you're learning how to co-create and be a partner with somebody. But as quiet as it's kept, a lot of y'all was not good partners, even in fucking school. It starts, if you think about it, back when y'all was in school type shit. Was you the partner that sat over here and just allowed the other partner to do all the fucking work? Or were you the partner that did all the fucking work? Or do you feel like you had an equal balance? If you take that analogy and apply it to your relationships, it will tell you a lot about yourself. It will tell you if you're actually ready for a relationship versus if you're not. See, I want to keep it all the way of being with you. I feel like in this state, I want a relationship, but am I necessarily ready? Maybe. But I still know that there's still work I have to sit over here and do on myself in order to be a great partner. Because sometimes I'm the type of person, I want to do it all because I want to make sure I'm getting that motherfucking A. I want to make sure that this project gets done and turned in on time. But with a partner, you can't do that. With a partner, you got to trust that your partner is going to do, it's crazy. Your partner is going to do their part. And if you have a partner that's not doing their part, then guess what? You can go to that motherfucking teacher and be like, yo, teacher, I'm not trying to snitch, but this motherfucker ain't doing it. And in this example, God is your teacher. God is the one that can sit over here and switch your assignments out. God is the one that can sit over here and fucking switch your partners out and shit like that. All you gotta do is just be like, yo, God, is this my person? And sometimes your teacher will be like, nah, you need to sit over here and get that shit right type shit, because they know you gotta teach them how to put up their part, but you also gotta realize that you can't do everything. I want y'all to understand something. Within that lesson, you learn though. Even if by the end of that assignment, by the end of that project, that you learned that you'll never want to be assigned to that motherfucker again, you still learn how to be a motherfucking partner, and it's preparing you for your next fucking project, your next assignment. Now let's use that analogy and turn it into people, relationships. Maybe you got into a relationship with a motherfucker that was not playing their part. Maybe you got into a relationship with somebody that was sitting over here that just literally just, you did all the work. Call you Bob the Builder. But what'd you learn? Not to get with a motherfucker that sit over here and make you feel like you gotta do everything. What did you learn? Maybe I'm gonna dial back. Maybe I'm not gonna try to control every fucking thing. What did you learn? Listen, I actually need a partner. I don't need to be a fucking mom or a dad to a motherfucker. What did you learn? Maybe I need to be a little bit more picky about who it is that I date. You learn different shit with different people. John said you gotta love yourself first before you find love, and that's a fact. Please hold. I do feel like I'm getting closer. My friends even say that I'm getting better at choosing men. Jasmine, I'm proud of you, big dog. I'm proud of you. Date, what's that, Mr. Webster? You're hilarious. Kia said, I've been writing my ideal partner down in details, and that's on 10. And Kia, I want you to understand something, because I want you to take it a step further. Have your ideal person, but I want you not to get so stuck on your ideal person, like the vision that you have for this person. And the reason why is because God is going to surprise you. See, the more you leave room for surprise, the more you're going to actually find the person that's really for you, because you're writing down what you think your person is. But God's like, but I got this perfect motherfucker over here. So guess what? You're going to get your ideal partner, but sometimes you're going to find that the ideal partner that you actually wrote down is actually you limiting yourself. It's just one version of a life that you lived. It's one version that you created, but in reality, God's like, but I got somebody that's just like you, that went through the same shit that you went through, that's ready to be in a relationship right when your ass is ready. Like, what person is you gonna choose. And sometimes you gotta choose between two people, the ideal of a version that you want of a person, or the person that God places into your life as your assignment. And don't get me wrong, you're still gonna end up with end goal, because how did we start this fucking live? You still gonna get to where you need to go, but the point of the matter is that, are you going to choose the person that you think is right for you? Or are you going to choose the person that God is sitting over here saying that actually assigned your ass, like, yo, toot, bitch. Anyway, how you doing, Coffee? You said, hey, girl, my girlfriend, she leeching off me, and I think she always talk about my imperfections, and she throws everything in my face. Well, Coffee, sound like it's time for your ass to move the fuck on. Okay. Aaliyah said, remember that not everyone is obligated to stay with you. They can leave you, and you cannot change that. And that's a fucking fact. But I think that that's also why I had seen a video, and it was such a good video. But it was just like, and I'm capping like shit. It was a post, and it was like, once you learn that you cannot sit over here and how did they word it? Once you realize that, like, you can't own people type shit, that you can't control people, like, your life becomes easier. Because I feel like we always have, like, this control that we want to hold on to this person. It's like we're trying to cling on to this motherfucker. And it's like, the only way shit is going to work is if you let people be free and choose you. And understand that even if they don't choose you, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy. Okay? Slick Rick said, it's like when they say I have so many people chasing me, like, what? Go after them then. But Slick Rick, that response right there is showing me that you still got some insecurity within yourself. Because I joke about, like, when I actually just had this conversation. See, when you're a divine person and you're a high quality person, you're going to naturally have people that is attracted to you. It is what it is. By you sitting over here being upset or like just having a trigger response, granted, it could be annoying for them to sit over here and be like, yo, I got all these holes in different area codes type shit. It might be annoying, but it's like, okay, get your little shit off. Laugh about it and just be like, yo, I got my little pieces too. Like, what you want to do? But I think that, Slick Rick, you got to sit over here and look at how they're saying it. Are they sitting over here saying it for you to step up your game and just realize that, listen, you need to apply a little bit more pressure? Or are they sitting over here saying that because fucking they just trying to get a reaction out of you because they living within their ego? See, I want you to understand something. A real person that's attractive, that got their shit together, we already know, if we dealing with the right people, we already know that our people got people. We already know, because listen, if I'm attracted to you type shit, you gotta be a catch, big dog. If I'm even talking to you, you gotta be a catch. So it's like, I'm gonna automatically know that people is gonna be attracted to you, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally. But the point of the matter is that doesn't make me insecure that other people are interested in you. It just makes me feel like, okay, cool, they see you. That's cool too. But the point of the matter is that is you choosing me though. Are you choosing me to be up in your face? Are you calling me when you lit? Are you sitting over here putting forth effort into dating me? I don't give a fuck about what the fuck you're doing with those other people, because you're going to choose me every fucking time. And you telling me that you have all those other people doesn't make me insecure. It just makes me feel like, oh, okay, you just need to be braggadocious. Yeah. Okay, well, go brag. I don't really care, because you're not going to get a response from me. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know if that made you sit over here and think that I have to sit over here and tell you about the people on my roster. It doesn't. I just be like, okay, that's cool. See, the way that you fight people that's trying to brag about shit is just like, okay. It doesn't faze you, Slick Rick. And that's how you have to live life. Some people just want bragging rights, to be honest. Eric said, don't have time for no one being selfish with myself. And that's on point, Eric. John said, I did the work. I did the work. Well, John, it's time for you to learn how to be a motherfucking partner, big dog. The perfectionism in me wouldn't let the partners do the work. Let me tell y'all, there's going to be a day where I have a fucking whole video on perfectionism, because that shit will whoop your ass. Sorry, y'all. My phone on 20%. I forgot to charge it last night. Perfectionism, yeah, that shit whoop my ass from an early age on. That shit used to make me cry. I was such a perfectionist, y'all. Like, I used to cry. Like, when shit didn't come out the way, like, when I didn't do shit the right way, yo. Whew, baby. Yeah. The struggle is real. J-Rock said, can you become a great partner without being a partner? No. I feel like you can learn yourself. But in order for you to actually like figure out what it feels like to be a partner, like it's like you can identify yourself. You can identify what it is that you like, what you want your partner to reflect type shit. But it's like you actually have to get out there and like actually go run the game. It's like, because I'm thinking of basketball, J-Rock. It's like you could sit over here and think that you Kobe on the practice court. You could sit over here and be shooting. Like, if there's nobody guarding you and shit like that, you can make 1,000 fucking shots. But you actually got to put yourself in the fucking game in order for you to sit over here and even know if, like, you really can still make those shots with somebody in your fucking face type shit. You get me? Sorry I used an analogy, but it's like, that's how I think about shit. It's like, if you're looking to be a partner, you actually got to try shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Your foundation could be spent by yourself. Like, okay, what do I want my partner to be like type shit? Am I moving in the right direction? But you actually got to put yourself out there in order to figure out, does this shit work? It's like you got to try it and see if, like, okay, am I actually being a good partner in this shit? Am I not? Okay, let me back the fuck off type shit, okay? How you doing, Bree? Now, let me go back to the comments. Can I just find someone to pay all my bills? I mean, you can. Speak it into the universe And to be honest, John, the person is you. Even though you don't want to hear that shit. You want somebody to pay your bills? Pay all your bills and watch somebody come up into your life and pay your bills. Law of Attraction 101. I've been seeing 222 for 2 weeks straight. You might have your partner coming in, big dog. Pay attention. But you also have to understand something, y'all. If y'all be seeing videos, y'all be seeing numbers and shit like that, and they be talking about partners and all this shit, you got to realize that you actually got to put yourself out there in order to meet these people. Because God could sit over here and have you run into people, but that doesn't mean that you look up during the time that they looking at you. You could sit over here and fucking swipe on people, but if you're not sitting over here accepting the dates that they are trying to invite you out on, then guess what? Then you're not going to meet these people. See, you can sit over here and hear like, oh, you have a partner coming in. You have a partner coming in. 222, 222, 222 type shit. But the point of the matter is that I want you to understand something. Like, you have to be emotionally available to allow these motherfuckers in. If you're not emotionally available, then as quickly as they came is as quickly as they leave, because they was only here for the weekend anyway. They was trying to get you to fuck out your city. They was just visiting. But the point of the matter is that you actually have to put yourself out there. How you doing, Harley? You said it keeps me in anxiety. No, perfectionism. I had to get rid of that shit. And sometimes it still be popping up a little bit, but I had to force myself out of perfectionism because it caused me not to push it out. I've created a lot of fucking shit, but I have not put out a lot of fucking shit because of perfectionism. Perfectionism will do your ass in, even with partners. Thinking that fucking my partner needed to be perfect, dog, that killed me in some relationships. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Even me, like, because it's just like, yo, sometimes that perfectionism gives you an unrealistic expectation for people. It's like, I want my partner to be like this. I want my partner to be like that. I want my partner to be like this. But then, even after you make this perfect person and this person presents themselves, they still have flaws. And it's like, are you going to sit over here and accept these motherfuckers, or are you not? And sometimes the shit, they flaws just be too big. I couldn't accept it. Sometimes my flaws might have been too big, so they couldn't accept it. I think that that's another thing, y'all got to sit over here and realize that y'all ain't for everybody. Like, y'all could be physically attractive. You could physically have a fucking great ass personality. You could sit over here and be tip top shake type shit. But in reality, That don't mean you perfect for that person. And honestly, sometimes, like, if God keeps you away from a person, it's because he's trying to protect your ass from that person. You don't know what demons that person is fighting. You don't know what they going through type shit. Okay? Okay. But anyway, well, I love you guys. Let's get off live. I gotta sit over here and go meditate. Yeah, if y'all want a personal reading, link in the fucking bio. John said, no, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I feel like I just gotta fucking go meditate. Not y'all saying no. Y'all said y'all need me. What y'all want to talk about? I'll give y'all 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Khadijah said, I'm listening to you. Yeah, it's hilarious. You said, dang, I just got here. Bree, you better start bringing your ass in here on time. I also feel bro needs some Charlie time. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Nah, yeah. I need some Charlie time too, to be honest. Charlie been fucking working. I'm gonna keep it all the way being with y'all. It's so fucking... Oh, you said Bree needs Charlie time. Honestly, y'all, if y'all don't ever catch my lives, like, it's always posted on fucking YouTube. And y'all, I've been doing such a fucking good-ass job as posting all my lives on YouTube. I'm so motherfucking proud of myself. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even fucking understand. What's today? Tuesday? Friend, I'm so confused on how my life's going. TT, what's up? Let's talk. What happened? You got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's talk it the fuck up. Yes, I just watched a live on YouTube the other day. Yeah. I say only watch the ones that you feel called to watch, because some of them, these lives be long as fuck. I don't be realizing how long they are until I be like, damn, I was on that bitch for 2 hours? An hour and a half? Am I doing good or backtracking still? John, you already know the answer to that. Leave me alone. So I gotta say John. But they be so informative. They do be very informative. Sometimes we be just talking shit on the fucking lives, but yeah. You know what's so crazy, y'all, is that we all deserve whatever it is that we want. We just gotta put forth effort into that shit. But we all end up getting it one way or fucking another. MG said we need this shit talking as well. That's a fucking fact. Yeah, I just feel like I'm just so calm. I'm ready to go read nursery rhymes and shit. How y'all feel about... How do y'all feel about dating right now? What's going on in y'all dating lives? I feel like asking y'all that. Because I feel like, you know, I do be getting on my lives and I just be talking my shit and then I get the fuck off. But I'm like, let me check in on y'all. How is y'all doing? JC said, it's wild. Ain't shit going on. I don't know how to. Get your asses out there. Get on Tinder. She said, I don't like people. My dating life is non-existent. That's why your asses is watching me. Go get y'all motherfucking dating life, y'all. I don't like people. That is so funny, Khadijah. I be saying that all the fucking time. I'm available for it. Look at Adriana, the only one saying I'm available for it. She said, but I don't want to leave the house. TT said, I'm single. I put a toe in the water but pulled it back out. Facts. But my eye on one person. But I think trying to remove him out of my life. I'm supposed to meet someone for drinks today. Look at y'all going out there. To be honest, you said I'm not dating right now. just feel like, to be honest, like, you're going to UTT really quickly. I feel like, to be honest, if you feel like you need to remove that person, remove them, get another person. Get another 2. I feel like date everybody until you fucking figure it out. Now notice, I didn't say fuck these people. I said date these people until you figure it out. Maybe you need to realize, do I really like this person? Do I vibe with this person? Can I talk to this person? If not, throw their ass back. We'll get us another one. But the good outweighs the bad. But you also have to realize, if you're trying to look for a person's bad, then that's not your person. Because I think you need to realize that too. Like, listen, we all have good and bad, but we want to see the good in people. But if we still notice the bad, or we're still trying to pick through and figure out what they bad is, then we got to figure out why we trying to figure out they bad type shit. You said, how do I make one of the 3 men on my roster cuff me? I'd say, I'm going to give you my biased opinion. You can't make nobody do shit. But if you want to sit over here and fucking put some fire in their ass, you can sit over here and be like, listen, I don't think you sitting over here applying enough pressure, so I'm going to just go ahead and get out your life. You remove yourself, and if they interested, they going to sit over here and double back every time. But you also have to understand that men are very territorial. Men are very much like, they the type of people that, listen, if they like you and they want you, they gonna get you. But the point of the matter is that if they sit over here and just look at you as a game, then guess what? A game is what you will remain. You got to sit over here and establish yourself as worthy, as next level worthy type shit. But people, you have to understand, men are simple. They sit over here and label you before first date out type shit. Is this the person I'm about to fuck on? Is this the person I'm about to take serious? Is this the part, like, is this my forever after person? You also have to catch men in their right seasons too, though. Because sometimes it's not even that that they don't view you as that. They just aren't at a place where they want to fucking love. You know how many people and how many men I ran into, and they just be, I asked him, I'd be like, how many people do you feel like you could have made it work with? He was like, shit, they was about a good 5 to 6. He said, I met a lot of good women. But you have to understand that there's a difference between being a good woman and being their woman. You could be a good woman all day long, but what you doing it for if that person is not cuffing you? I felt the need to snap. They're energy leeches. Yeah, you gotta be careful of those energy leeches. How you doing, Misha? You said they love going on dates and hooking up and texting and talking, but when will you make it official? You have to understand, if you done sat over here and gave them the whole fucking cake without labeling that shit buttercream pie, then guess what? It's never gonna be labeled buttercream pie type shit. Like, you done gave him the bread, the butter, the fucking peanut butter, the jelly. You done gave him the knife type shit. How you gonna sit over here and expect them to call it peanut butter and jelly when you just made the sandwich all by your fucking self? You done gave them everything. They just don't want to dish your ass out. You ain't on the menu today, okay? I'm sorry. Right. I was gonna say that everyone just wants to play the games. True. It's hard trying to date when you have little kids. You can make it possible, though. Girl, you want to know how many times I was at my grandma's house or at an auntie's house? My mama had fun dating. She lived her fucking life. And my daddy wasn't here. He really had fun dating. But the point of the matter is that shit, if you really want to date, you could date. I just say, just be careful about who you introduce your kids to. But other than that, shit, drop their little asses off. Mama got a date tonight. Summer isn't the time to lock a man down. I mean, to be honest, I feel like that's some shit that you put on yourself. Because I feel like you can meet people at any time in your fucking life. If you ready, you ready. If you not, you not. But you also got to realize August is around the corner, baby. The summer about to be over. So, pick your mans. Pick your mans. Bree said, T. Yeah, because dating is fun, but I'm getting tired of casual hookups. I think that if you really are getting tired of casual hookups, then you got to sit over here and establish that boundary with people. like straight like that. Like, listen, like, you're cool, and really it requires you to cut off everybody that's in your roster, because everybody probably has established you as just the hookup. You cut off everybody and just be like, listen, I'm like, or you can sit over here and revisit the conversation and be like, yo, what is you looking for type shit. And if they should just like not aligning with what you want, and that's the key, is for you to be honest about what it is that you want, because 9 times out of 10 you is just mirroring their answers. You don't want to mirror their answers. You want to sit over here and be like, yo, well, listen, I'm looking for something a little bit more serious, and I see that that's not you, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on from this connection. Now, I'm going to keep it all the way at being with you. When you do that shit, sometimes you suffer the risk of them fucking just being like, all right. But they will be back. Everybody always comes back. At least for fucking me. But it's like sometimes you got to sit over here and realize you got to cut out all the unnecessary bullshit in order for you to find your real shit. And I think that that'd be the biggest test too. God will bring in the person for you whenever it is that you're ready. Whenever you sit over here and be like, yo, big dog, I'm done with this casual shit. Let's talk real business. He gonna test you with a few people, yeah, but he gonna sit over here and just try to test you to see, okay, is you really done? He gonna bring like 3 people up in your life type shit that all seem perfect type shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, but are you really done? Are you really trying to be serious? All 3 of them motherfuckers, even though they seem perfect, does not have to be your person. They just seem perfect, and then all of a sudden God is just like, okay, you passed your test, all right, bet, let me bring in Prince Charming, bring in Cinderella type shit. Ali said, just got done dealing with the energy leech. Get their asses away. Let me go stir my cabbage, y'all. I'm sorry. We taking detours today, okay? Detours. Because one thing about it, I'm not about to burn my cabbage fucking around with y'all asses today, okay? That's what we're not going to do. It smells so good. Yeah, I love me some cabbage. I'm making purple cabbage too. I wish I had some cornbread. But it's okay. Still has a bit to cook. It smells so good. Okay, let me look at y'all shit real quick. Shadow said, facts. So no intimacy before the relationship title. Girl, no. Fuck that man. No, I'm just playing. Do not listen to me. Listen, y'all. If y'all listen to me, this is Charlie's biased opinion. This is by no means am I a doctor or a professional. This is just big dog's advice. I sit over here and say, you can have sex with somebody if you want to, like, eventually. But you know what? Listen, I don't have the first night stand and turn into a 4-year relationship, okay? It happens. If you the person, you the motherfucking person. But I've also had a fucking one night stand and the shit never fucking went no fucking where. So, you know, there's that too. You're running the risk. But I will sit over here and say that if you do want somebody to take you serious type shit, you got to ask people the right questions. Like, are you really into, like, is that where they're at? Because it doesn't matter if the intimacy is good. It don't matter if the sex is fucking good. What matters is are they in a place where they're ready to receive love type shit? And if they're not, then guess what? It don't matter. Oh, shit. If they're not in a place to receive love, then guess what? You're just wasting your time. If love is what you're really looking for. If real shit is what you're looking for type shit, you know? Kevin said, hello, my queen. How are you today? Put God first. You can't go wrong. And that's Kelvin. Amen. Can never go wrong, big dog. Cuddling season coming up. Let me tell you something. I'm cuddling in the summertime. I don't know about y'all hoes. No, I'm just playing. That's so true. I like your spirit, my queen. Thank you, my king. To be honest, it's funny. Like, I don't really like being called queen or king. Like, I don't even like doing it. I just feel like it's a little too extravagant for me. But that's the same thing with, like, mamas and shit. Like, I could do without it. I finally made it to you solo. Thank you. Your soup. We distracting you. It's okay. I had already fucking set over here and put everything all together. That's why I love cabbage. You chop up everything, you put that bitch in, put a little bit of water, bitch, season it, it's ready to go. Put that shit on the fucking stove, you are good. I love shit you could just put together. I had some cabbage rolls for lunch. That sound good. Had cabbage soup yesterday. I'm about to go make me some rice. I'm about to have some rice and cabbage. Charlie, can you go meditate now? Oh, now I could go meditate. Is it my time now? Is it my fucking time? Can I sit over here? Renee, can I go be free? Is it my time? Do I have permission now? Is it my lunchtime? John said, go meditate. He said, get your ass out of here. Prepared to be sick of me. All right, y'all. I am about to get off live, though. I love you guys. I might go live a little bit later. I have yet to decide. But, you know, I'll catch you back tomorrow if I don't go live again. Oh, personal readings, link in the fucking bio. I love you guys. And if you guys want to see this video all the way through, it'll be on my YouTube, okay? I'll see y'all later.